Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Philco here, making a part 2 on how I got into the movie Spider-Man. I'm sorry the last one was so long, that's what she said, or no, actually he said. I'm sorry it was so long, but I really had a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to get it all out. So now I'm going to do part 2, but with this part 2, I'm going to continue where I left off, and I'm going to try to make it quicker than the last one. I don't want you guys sitting here all day, because I'm sure you guys got other things to do, okay? So if you didn't see part 1, please check out you have to see part 1 before you watch this movie. Before you watch this video. Because if you just watch this one, you're missing so much. The link is right here. The link is also in the description. You really have to watch part 1 before you watch this one. I can't stress that enough, okay? So where did I leave off last? Okay. Where I left off was, I had just signed my voucher, my principal voucher, as a principal actor in the movie. You know, I took a picture of my trailer, all that stuff. And then I left, I went home. How was I feeling? I was feeling great. You know, I told everybody, I filmed it. Now, just because you film something, even as principal, doesn't mean they're going to keep you. And I don't want to blow up people's spots, but when I was filming this movie, there's another principal actor who was with me. Now, I forgot exactly what the fuck she did. I forgot exactly what she did, but she was a blonde lady, and she was the one telling me about, yeah, when you're a principal actor, now the new contracts, we get paid from television, we get paid from when the DVD is sold, but we don't get paid from the movie. So maybe those are just the big stars, but us as principal actors, we didn't get paid from movie sales, like at the theater. We don't get money from that, so I had to wait. Like from the day I filmed to the day I received my first dollar, I think I had to wait a year and 9 months. Not my first dollar, but I mean I got paid for that day of work, but from residuals, like from the aftermath of the movie. It took me like a year and 9 months to get anything. You know, it takes a while. So you could be a homeless man, do a movie, you get maybe $2,000, but after that you're not going to get shit for another like 2 years. It's crazy, right? That's how it is. It's real crazy. So I waited all that time to get the money, but you know I was expecting it. But she also filmed with me, but she's not in the movie. They cut her part. I forgot exactly what she was doing, but they cut her part, which sucks because if my part were cut, if they didn't show me, I wouldn't have gotten any residuals. You know, I would have got paid for the day. That's it. No DVD residuals, no television residuals, nothing. You know, if I hadn't been kept in the movie. So I mean, I told people I filmed it, but at the same time, I was like, you know, it's not a guarantee. You know, what I did was like 5 hours of filming. What did I do? Well, like most of you saw in the movie, I had my. What happens is, Spider-Man captures a criminal, hangs him from like City Hall, some crap, and the guy's like, oh, help me, and then I see him, and like my mouth opens and shit, my glasses got that glare and shit, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, holy shit, so what do I do just like in real life? Take out my cell phone, film him, and as I'm filming it, I see Spider-Man swinging away, so I film Spider-Man swinging away, and in the next scene, you see people on their tablets looking at my YouTube video. What are the odds, right? They're looking at my YouTube videos, like so ironic and shit. And so that's what I did, but filming it took like 6 hours. I remember filming that shit. Like, first, like every little thing takes so long. Like the last thing we did that day was the whole shot of my hand filming Spider-Man. And that took us 50 minutes. At least 50 minutes to get that get that 1.5 second shot the way they wanted it. 50 minutes of me doing this, like 40 different times of me doing this with a camera on my arm. It took us so long. It was interesting how they put the camera too. I felt like a robot. Like these people who have money. This is how I know they have money. They have the most intricate. I've been in wrestling too long, getting difficult words. They have the most intricate shit for like the most minuscule things. Like you can't just follow my arm with a camera. No, they got me half sideboard now. They got something on my arm and I'm going across like that with the fucking robot and shit, and we're still trying to. It was crazy. I wish I could have. Like, of course, I couldn't take a picture for it. Oh, and I remember what it was called. It was called Fiona's Tale. That was a secret name for the movie. So if you look up Fiona's Tale, 2011, 2012, you'll see Fiona's Tale as Spider-Man. That's what it was called when I went for the audition. It was Fiona's Tale. Thanks to my friend Jose, he helped me remember. And so, just going across like that was crazy. And I remember the stunt man doing the spider, doing the the Spider-Man thing when the guy was hanging, it was a bad guy thing when he was hanging. He was actually hanging up there. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. Like, I have a lot of respect for those guys. You couldn't pay me enough to do that shit. I'm not doing it. Fuck out of here. But he did it. He was actually hanging there. Only difference was he wasn't in spiderweb. He was just in like this little harness, whatever. But he wasn't in spiderweb. But yeah, he was hanging, and yes, that high, just screaming and dangling. Man, my heart was racing watching him. You know, there's no safety net. I was just mad shook, and it wasn't even me. I was sweating watching him. That's how much I don't like heights. You know, you can imagine me in an airplane, which is weird. Even though I'm scared of heights, I only like window seats. Weird. But anyway, now let's keep going. What else do I notice about that day? What else was special? Well, that was really it, people. I mean, I filmed my part. I did my thing. I went home to my wife, and I told her I actually did it. Now it's time to see if I'm in the movie. Now, this is what I like about life. And this is what I call my Adolf Hitler moment. Don't ask. I'll explain that. Okay, no, I should explain that now. Okay, I'll explain this real quick so people don't think I'm some fucking wannabe black Nazi or something. When I went to Germany, I was there with my ex-girlfriend. You know, I went to see her 3 times for different amounts of time. I was in Germany for a good while. And her family, and I think I'll do a separate video about this, so I'll make it fast. Her family kind of like I call them a Lebensborn family. If you don't know what a Lebensborn facility is, it's a facility in which Hitler only like breeded blonde-haired, blue-eyed people that he felt were Aryan, fit, attractive, and smart, and they were only allowed to have babies in that facility. Well, her family is descendants of that facility. Fucking English and British, American English and British English is throwing my mind. Yo, I don't know how to speak anymore, because out here everyone speaks British, but I'm thinking American. I'm thinking I'm wrong. What the fuck? It's crazy. The differences are pissing me off. And they're descendants from that facility, basically. And so when I was there, they taught me a lot about Hitler. Now, they didn't say anything like he was a great man and all that shit. They just gave me kind of like the middle of what you get from America and Russia. Like right in the middle is what Germany thinks. It's like right in the middle. Seems the most logical, but I'll explain that later. But basically what happened was he was just a regular soldier in World War I, and he lost. And he was just he was like a messenger and shit. He was nothing special. And you know, he was really pissed off about what happened to him and what happened to his country during the war. And like, what the fuck, 10 years later, this dude's run the whole country, and the Treaty of Versailles, he got that destroyed and took that train back. You know, and he was homeless before all this. I mean, like him or not, the dude did some crazy shit for a dude who was homeless and got his ass kicked in World War I and come back World War II and almost take over the world. That's what happens when you piss people off. Now, if this nigga would have got accepted to that art school, this would have never happened. But I'll get to that in another video. And so, like, what happened was, when Spider-Man 2 filmed, I was an extra. And I was in a scene where this big monster was growing, Sandman monster. And he was coming to, like, destroy everybody. We were running away. And I remember telling everyone, oh, man, you know, I'm in Spider-Man 2. You guys should go watch it. You're going to see me. I filmed my part in Spider-Man 2. I filmed. They're like, all right, Phil, we're going to see you. Now, people went to see Spider-Man 2. A lot of people went to see it for me. They went to see Spider-Man 2. They didn't see me. Now, instead of just saying, good luck next time, everybody fucking laughed at me. Everybody was like, oh, you're in Spider-Man, we couldn't see you. And everybody was cracking on me. Oh, you were in Spider-Man 2, Phil, what happened? Nobody saw you. People were calling me Spider-Man 2 for like 3 years. 2 years. They were calling me Spider-Man 2, like, yo, that's Spider-Man 2 right there. He way in the background. Nobody see this nigga. Get your telescope. And everybody's laughing. That was my first time doing any kind of big movie, but I was an extra, and they didn't keep my shot or whatever. So I was like, all right, I just got made fun of. Now Spider-Man 3 is out. I told those people to go see it. They didn't go see it. They didn't go see it because 1, they could tell by my confidence that I was in it. And 2, they could tell from what other people said that I was in it. So I made sure to see everybody who made fun of me for not being in Spider-Man 2 and go, yo, how I feel, bro? And like holding a stack of bread in my hand, like, how'd it feel, man? How you feeling, bro? You know, I wasn't in Spider-Man 2 as an extra, but I'm in Spider-Man 3 as a principal. Where you at? You go see it? No, I didn't get to see it yet. Oh, you didn't get to see it? Oh, no, you didn't? It was just like a victory moment for me, you know what I mean? I was like, in your fucking face. Nah. It was amazing. And so that felt good, you know, to be such a loser at one point and to come back and smack everybody in the face. And what other movie than the next one? I never got made fun of anything like I got made fun of Spider-Man 2. But Spider-Man 3, I make a comeback. That is just crazy, you know. And now, well, what's Spider-Man 3? There's new Spider-Man, whatever. So now where I was, I was just waiting for the movie to come out. That's the next step. You know, The Amazing Spider-Man, I need the movie to come out, blah, blah, blah. I need the movie to come out. And I think I said Spider-Man 2 by accident. It might have been Spider-Man 3, but you get the point now. They were just making fun of me. The Spider-Man was Sandman. How many Spider-Man movies are there? The one with the fucking Sandman. There might have been Spider-Man 3, whatever, I don't know. But I was in the one that came out after that. Now, I wanted, at the time, before the movie came out, my goal was to make sure I was in the movie. So when the movie came out, May 5th, it was in May 2012, I went to the theater by myself. I was nervous as fuck the whole movie, because if I'm not in it, I don't get any more money. You know, that's it. And then I get made fun of again, because I said I was in the last one and I wasn't. And so, you know, like, this meant a lot to me. So I went to the movie theater by myself. Sat there, like, when they gonna do it? When they gonna do it? Come on, man, I'm waiting here forever. When the fuck they gonna show the scene? And so then, I see Spider-Man capture this guy. And you know what's funny? I think the actor was also the stunt double, or else that stunt double looked just like that dude. I see him hanging. It's time. I see him hanging, and I just sit, I lean forward. If you could have saw how far I leaned forward in that bitch, like, there was somebody sitting in front of me. My nose was in front of that person's nose. That's how much I was leaning forward, like, over the fucking chair in front of me to see what's going on. And I had my glasses. I zoomed in and shit like this. Yo, I wasn't playing games. So, I'm watching, and then immediately I see myself. I see they kept the mouth open shot, and I see they kept the cell phone moving this way shot. I do this, like, one loud clap, put my hands up, and just split. Now, when I left the movie theater, of course people are like, the fuck's wrong with him? I don't give a fuck. I left the movie theater and shit, listening to music. I walked all the way home from where I was. I used to live at Queensbridge Project, that's Long Island City, and I watched that movie somewhere, like, I think it was Union Square. I walked all the way home from there. That's just how good I felt, listening to music, dancing in the street. Yo, I felt mad good. I felt so good, just for so many reasons. Everyone's making fun of me for not being in the other Spider-Man with Sandman. Now to me being a principal actor in this one with a close-up and a point of view shot from my eyes. I just felt real fucking good. You know, I felt mad because, you know, I went home, told my wife, I was like, I kept it. That money's coming, baby, don't worry about it, blah, 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 all that stuff. And, you know, at that time in my life, I wasn't doing YouTube yet. I think I'm gonna make a video on how YouTube started, but I wasn't doing YouTube yet. But I thought my future would be Hollywood after that. I thought that. But I gotta admit, I was wrong. It didn't blow up for me after that. Everything was the same. They kept calling me to do background work and stuff. But after you do a principal job and you see yourself as a principal on the movie screen, you don't want to go back. And that's how YouTube started. I got used to being in front of the camera. I don't want to be in the background. And I'll get to that story some other time. And that's how I got into Spider-Man now. Later.